Good morning, students. First, we will quickly revise basic rules of accounts, but not by Sanket sir. Yes, Dinesh Kumar. Can you tell me basic rules of accounts? No. चलो हर्षप्रीत बेटा स्टार्ट. अच्छा दिनेश कुमार. यस यस बेटा दिनेश कुमार. अनम्यूट युअर सेल्फ.
Yes, sir.
हाँ अनम्यूट अनम्यूट.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
ओके.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
यस यू आर ऑडिबल.
Yes, sir. At first, there are two approaches. One is traditional and the other one is modern. In modern approach, we will see assets and expenses in debit balance. And
Your voice is not clear, Dinesh.
just a minute, sir.
Remove your headphone.
Yes, sir. Now am I audible?
हाँ ओके.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At first, there are two approaches in accounting.
No,
One
I
is
think.
traditional.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, now it's clear.
Yes, sir. One is traditional approach and the other one is modern approach. In the modern approach, we will see assets and expenses in a debit balance, and in a credit balance, we will see liabilities, capital, and income. As for traditional approach, there is a golden rules of three accounts: personal accounts, and real account, and nominal account.
Due
In personal account,
relation.
there is two types of relationships. One is due relationship, and the other one is settlement relationship. In the due relationship, we will debit the debtor and credit the creditor. Debtor means it's a receivable, and the creditor is payable. And in settlement relationship, the debtor becomes giver, and the creditor becomes receiver. Therefore, debit the receiver, credit the giver.
Mm.
And as for real account, we will debit what comes in and credit what goes out. In nominal accounts, we will debit all expenses and losses, and we will credit all incomes and gains.
Yes. Entries, capital introduced.
Yes, sir. Capital introduced is we will see cash and capital in this. Cash is real account and capital is personal account. Debit what comes in and we will credit the creditor. Therefore, cash account debit to capital account.
You're a direct entry student or foundation student?
No, sir. I'm a direct entry.
Very good. Discount allowed.
Discount allowed. We have allowed the discount, so it is an expense for us. Therefore,
Loss.
yes, it is a loss for us. Therefore, we will show discount allowed in
Debit.
a debit side, and therefore we are discounting to the creditors. So
Hmm.
we will show creditors in a credit balance. So therefore, it is discount allowed debit to creditors account.
Debtors account.
Debtors account. Sorry, sir. If it's
Okay.
discount received, we will show as creditors account debit to discount received.
Bad debts.
Bad debts is our loss. Therefore, bad debts is our loss. So we will show it in a debit balance. Bad debts is for debtors. So debtors we will show in credit balance. Therefore, bad debts account debit to debtors account.
Very good. You are from
I'm from Chennai, sir.
proper
Chennai, Tamil Nadu.
Chennai or near to Chennai?
Proper Chennai, sir. Chennai,
Very
Tamil
good,
Nadu.
Dinesh Kumar.
Yes.
And your confidence is good. What do you
Yes, sir.
think?
No, yes, sir. I'm good with this journal entries. Once upon a time, I had some problems with it, and after attending the live lectures, I've cleared some doubts with you itself. So it's clear now. Even cash flow statement is also somehow clear for me now.
Very good. Cash flow, if you study cash flow statement and
Yes, sir.
uh, see, if you cash flow statement is important chapter at foundation level, there are two chapters which are very important. One is single entry and non-profit organization. If
Yes, sir.
these two chapters at foundation level, if you study well, and at intermediate level, if your cash flow statement is very clear, then remember your accrual concept of accounting and cash concept of accounting are very easy for you in real life also. You can pass any entities entries very easily. by using this traditional approach or modern approach. When you are doing your articleship, you will find that the accounts is very simple if you go by rules of accounts. Okay. And if you visualize your trial balance, if you visualize your balance sheet and profit and loss account, then it will be very easy in real life also. Okay. And
Yes.
yes, you have good confidence. What about amalgamation? Are you finding amalgamation is simple or difficult one?
Amalgamation. Right now, I find it somehow difficult, but once
Have
I've
you
completed.
attended full
Yes, sir.
amalgamation
Yes, sir.
chapter?
Yes, sir. I've attended
Then
the amalgamation chapters,
why
but
are you
I
finding
think so. No, sir. I think so. A middle class between. I think so. Day before yesterday, I haven't attended the class since I
you
visited an
missed
hospital.
it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And so now, do you understand the difference between net asset and net payment?
Yes, sir. As for net asset and net payment, yes, sir. In that thing, I've also practiced with the basics also. I'm okay with this journal entries and ledger performance right now.
PC is also clear to you. Do one thing, calculate
Yes, sir.
PC of every problem without looking into answer book. Okay,
Yes,
but
sir.
because now days are also very less.
Yes, sir.
Only 3 months are left, so you have to do now proper planning in the month of February.
Yes, sir.
What will happen? I will tell you because accounts which is very huge subject.
Yes, sir.
So now it is possible that you forgot everything of accounting standards, and in last paper if you see the accounting standards is hardly of 25 to 30 marks. They ask you amalgamation, consolidation, buyback, even internal reconstruction and branch accounts also. So you can focus on these chapters also. First you quickly revise these chapters of amalgamation, consolidation. Okay. And then you
Yes,
go
sir.
for the in the month of February you complete. Now amalgamation is only difficult for you. What about consolidation?
Consolidation. I've been seeing through it right now, sir. In the evening time, I'll go with the accounting standards one by one, sir.
Okay. And now divide your whole day
Yes, sir.
from February, because now I think your BOS lectures will also get over. And what
Yes, sir.
is the good thing that you found in the BOS lecture?
In VO's lecture, I feel everything at ease, sir. It's like I get a proper guidance through the faculties in BO's portal.
Oh,
I've been planning to take on May 2025 exams.
okay.
So it's like I've also started in a bit late time this course, as I started in nearly the end of November month. Even though I've started a bit late, I've been trying to take up this exams coming May, sir.
Okay, now see, BOS
Yes, sir.
portal, this revisions for your subject. It will
Yes,
be
sir.
very easy for you if you go through the hour schedule. Suppose in BOS, if you have 40 hours for revision, remember
Yes.
how to divide it among all chapters. Uh, First, take your BOS schedule. Accordingly, you'll
Yes.
understand how many days you have to give for one subject. So you convert it into 40 hours. That 40 hours, for example, suppose now in BOS we had 70 hours for accounting, our 80 hours for accounting. So I assume for 2 days for accounting standard 10. So you have to do it in one day. Okay, in one
Yes.
hour, 40 hours if you are giving for these chapters.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So you have to do it in 40 hours. You have to revise this schedule for 40 hours. Okay. You take the printout of, or you take this copy of Excel or
Yes, sir.
PDF file of our BOS
Yes, sir.
schedule, and accordingly you manage your study. So students
Yes,
are
sir.
asking me, sir, how many hours I should give for this topic? So BOS is a good planner for you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And second important point, yes, do one thing. Now you
Yes, sir.
understood the strategy that first you complete your study material question, then you
Yes,
see
sir.
some scanner question, past examination questions
Yes, sir.
of last 10, 15 papers, not more than that. Okay. From
Yes.
2017, 18, you can go through the all papers of the your each subject, and
Yes, sir.
then that will be a best strategy, and solve some 5, 6 papers RTPs, and don't forget to give your mock test. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And
Sure. Yes,
don't
sir.
worry about your result. If you're getting 10, 15 marks also in that mock test,
Yes, sir.
uh, so you can go for it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I think up to 8 February or 9 February, we have this accounting subject for
Yes, sir.
intermediate, and after that your all classes are getting over. So now which subjects are remaining?
Uh, Now I think so. In the first group, there is only corporate and other laws are remaining. I think so. It also has only one video, one class. I think so.
Okay.
And in the other three subjects,
Only
I think so.
accounts is left.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nitin is saying only account is left. Okay. Accounts, huge subject. ठीक है. चलो.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's
And
start.
the thing is, I've been thinking of taking only Group One in this May because I feel somehow confident in this first three papers. Is it okay for me to take only Group One, or can I take
No,
two
now if
books?
you are not confident about your second group, so don't go for second group. But I will always suggest to students, always give two groups. But now you are left with only 3 months, and it's very difficult to manage in these 3 months. And my suggestion will be that whenever you are going for the first group, so
Mhm.
when you decided it to go for a single group,
Yes, sir.
when you decided,
Uh, I think so. This January, maybe 14 or 15. I think so, sir.
no problem. Now go with first group only. But if you are planning for one group, always plan for the second group. Okay, because
Yes, sir.
here accounts is used subject, direct tax and GST. There are actually two subjects, and law is
Yes,
also
yes,
there. So it's better to go for the second group. But now it's okay. You decided to go for a single group. You go with the first one. Okay.
yes, sir.
But don't change your decision if you have already studied for the second group. If you already invested some sessions for
Okay,
second group, so at least try to give second group. Okay.
okay, sir.
Daily, if you are studying for first group 8 hours, so go for
Yes,
second group for at least 3 hours and go for the exam. Okay,
okay, sir.
it might happen that whatever you studied before one day, that might come in exam. Okay, so it's always
Okay,
better to go for both
for
groups.
the groups. Yes, sir.
Don't change your decision now.
Okay,
If
sir.
you are studying 8 to 10 hours for single group, first group, go for 3 hours for second group. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and how many hours you study every day?
After the finish of class, I'll study until 3:30,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
then after finishing my lunch and some work is there for me. It's like I've been distributing papers all over my area. After that thing, I've been studying from 5:30 to around 10 o'clock, sir.
Okay, so sufficient. And you take sleep of minimum 8 hours, 6 hours,
Uh,
7 hours.
I think so. It will be like five and a half or six. I think, sir.
Okay, and try to study from 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. That will be a best
Yes, sir. I've
schedule.
been studying. Sir. I've been studying from 4:30, sir.
Very good. Yes. So keep it up. Okay, and you will get the
Yeah.
result. Don't worry.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So let's start internal reconstruction.
Can I mute, sir? Or
Yes, yes, yes. You can mute
yes, sir.
yourself.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
So students, now there will be anxiety over for next 3 months, and don't worry about these 3 months, sir. How can I recall all these things? If you have maintained your 100 pages book, if you have maintained your index, then it will not be difficult for you for any subject. For law subject also, you have to maintain one book for provisions. Okay, and still, if you are not yet started, okay, don't worry. 3 months are sufficient. Many of my friends they cleared their exam in 3 months of CA final. When yes, definitely I had studied for more than 7 8 months for CA final, but one or two of my friends they studied only for 3 months and they cleared both groups. Okay, so your logic is very important, your common sense is very important, and how you are handling the situation is very important. So keep your calm and do proper your analysis of every chapter. Okay, and please have some schedule of at least one week. Okay, 1 week schedule is very important and you stick to that schedule because planning is very important in your CS syllabus. So now very, few time. And don't get panic if you are thinking after one, it might happen. Okay, every student might think that, okay, sir, it is very difficult for me, and I am studying from I'm studying from last 15 20 days, but I'm not recalling this. This is very common in CA course. Okay, you will revise everything one day before exam. Don't worry. If you read all these things, you are going to recall it in the exam. Remember. And motivation is very important. So daily motivation is important. It is not like that, "Okay, I study only for one day, and then I have done some time pass for 2 to 3 days and you will get the result." It is not going to happen. Remember, every minute is important for you. तो नेक्स्ट 3 महीने हमें लगातार स्टडी 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 करना पड़ेगा. वी डू नॉट हैव एनी अदर ऑप्शन. जितने भी आपके रिलेटिव्स है, जो भी है, आप अपने रूम को लॉक कर लीजिए. एक ही रूम में आप हो. कोई सेशन आपको नहीं समझाए तो वॉच अवर रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर. यूट्यूब पे पूरा फ्री अवेलेबल अवेलेबल है. एंड ट्राई टू सॉल्व ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन ऑफ स्टडी मटेरियल. तो ये आपको पास होने के लिए फंडाज है. एंड समथिंग इज बेटर देन नथिंग, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर. सो इन एग्जाम ऑल्सो आपने 50 का अटेम्प्ट किया है, स्टिल यू विल गेट गुड मार्क्स. यस. चलिए. सो नाउ टुडेज चैप्टर, बिकॉज टुडे वी आर स्टार्टिंग विद द फ्रेश चैप्टर, सो स्टार्टिंग में ही मैंने आपको थोड़ा मोटिवेशन दिया. सो दिस चैप्टर इज रिकंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ कंपनीज. वेरी सिंपल चैप्टर. As compared to amalgamation, as compared to consolidation, this chapter is very simple, because in this chapter we have to understand only journal entries. Fundamentals are very easy for you, and after understanding journal entries, yes, you just have to update your balance sheet. So nothing difficult. If you ask, if I compare with the amalgamation chapter, out of 5, for if hard chapter is amalgamation, if out of 5 if I'm giving marks, so it will be 5 marks for amalgamation. It is very tough problem, okay, in amalgamation. But in internal reconstruction I will give only 2. So that much simple chapter is this. Reconstruction of companies. It's like buyback. Buyback, have you found it difficult or easy? So easy. So reconstruction is also very easy chapter. Keep it in mind. तो रिकंस्ट्रक्शन बहुत ही सिंपल चैप्टर है. कुछ भी नहीं है इसमें. बायबैक इजी लग रहा है तो रिकंस्ट्रक्शन इज ऑल्सो वेरी इजी. Only some entries we have to see. There are no methods like net payment, net asset, amalgamation, merger, consolidation, merger method or purchase method. In consolidation, we have a lot of working notes, pre-acquisition, post-acquisition. But consolidation में भी थोड़ा difficult जाएगा. But reconstruction is nothing but you have to survive your company. How you are going to survive your company if your company is in losses? What is reconstruction? Reconstruction, name itself suggests that. कि if your company is in losses, okay, and your balance sheet is showing a huge profit or loss account, loss only, that loss is you have to but obvious deduct from the reserves and surplus. From n number of years your company is in loss, and now you want to show your company in the profit. Now you cannot show your in company in profit. So what you have to do, your liabilities you have to reduce it. Okay, liabilities means what? Debenture holders, shareholders, they will agree for some lesser amount. Why they will agree? Because otherwise they won't get anything. Your company's loss, if they don't waive anything, they are not going to be in profit. Okay, so something is always better than nothing. Okay, so suppose if you are shareholder, he has paid you already 20 rupees. So you can tell him, see, if you don't waive this 15 rupees, you won't get that 5 rupees also, because otherwise we are going to close down our business. And we are limited company, so our liability is also limited. We do not have any assets. If you want to survive, or if you want to do, if you want some money from us, you have to forget something, and that what is the amount is called as capital reduction. That is called as reconstruction. तो रिकंस्ट्रक्शन मतलब क्या है? सिंपल भाषा में इतना ही मीनिंग है कि सपोज मेरी कंपनी बहुत लॉसेस में है. मेरी कंपनी बहुत लॉसेस में है, और वो लॉसेस वाली कंपनी को एक तो मुझे बोल सकते हैं कि हम लोगों को बचाने के लिए बहुत सारे वेज, मतलब क्या होंगे वेज, मतलब कोई आके वहां पे ऐसा तो नहीं करेगा कंपनी को डायरेक्टली प्रॉफिट में निकालेगा। ओके, ऐसा नहीं होता है। जो कंपनी इतने सालों से लॉसेस में है, उसको पटरी पे आने के लिए बहुत सारा टाइम लगता है, और वो आने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा, तो मैनेजमेंट तो चेंज करनी ही पड़ती है, वापस से थिंकिंग बदलना पड़ेगा, और डोंट गिव अप, ये यही सिखाता है रिकंस्ट्रक्शन चैप्टर। तो रिकंस्ट्रक्शन मीन्स व्हाट, कि जो भी लोगों ने हमें हमें पैसा दिया हुआ है, तो कौन पैसा देता है, एक तो शेयर होल्डर, और एक दूसरे होंगे अपने लोन देने वाले, तो डिबेंचर्स है या क्रेडिटर्स है, तो क्रेडिटर्स ऑफ द कंपनी और शेयर होल्डर ओनर्स ऑफ द कंपनी, तो उनको कुछ तो भूल जाना पड़ेगा। भूल जाना पड़ेगा मतलब, भाई 10 रुपए हमने दिया था, ठीक है, कुछ नहीं तो मुझे 3 रुपए तो दे दे उसमें से। जैसे हमारे दोस्त को हमने पैसा दिया होगा, और वो दोस्त अपना जो है वो हमें अभी पूरा का पूरा घुमा रहा है कि हाँ मैं दे रहा हूँ, पैसा दे रहा हूँ, मैं पैसा दे रहा हूँ, चलो भाई तुझे 100 रुपए दिया था, कुछ नहीं मिलता है तो 40 रुपए तो दे दे। ओके, सो 60 रुपीज हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, भूल जा रहे हैं, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज रिकंस्ट्रक्शन। दैट इज कॉल्ड एज रिकंस्ट्रक्शन। रिकंस्ट्रक्शन मतलब क्या, लाइबिलिटीज को रिड्यूस कर दिया, तो अपने आप लॉसेस कम हो जाएंगे, और लॉसेस कम हो जाएंगे तो अपनी कंपनी एक दिन प्रॉफिट में आएगी, और जो डूबती हुई कंपनी है, डूबती हुई कंपनी को हम लोग बचा लेंगे। इट इज कॉल्ड एज रिकंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ कंपनीज, नथिंग मोर देन दैट। So there are many techniques of reconstruction. Journal entries are important for this. So I will teach you first techniques. How many techniques are there? So there are five techniques of reconstruction. Means what? Five techniques. I won't say it is techniques. There are ways to minimize your losses. बहुत simple chapter है। मिनिमाइज कैसे कर सकते हैं हम लोग, डूबती हुई कंपनी को कैसे बचा सकते हैं। यस, तो मेथड्स बोलेंगे, कौन से मेथड से देखते हैं। सो इंटरनल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन, व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज इंटरनल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन, बिकॉज यू डोंट वांट टू चेंज योर मैनेजमेंट, यू डोंट वांट टू गिव अप दिस कंपनी टू एनी अदर बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, और कोई दूसरा आके इसको नहीं ये करने वाला है। सो इंटरनली यू मैनेज्ड इट। ओके, आपके आपसी झगड़े, घर में जो झगड़े हो रहे हैं मम्मी पापा के, वो घर में के घर में सुलझाओ। जब कोर्ट तक जाएगा तो इट इज कॉल्ड एज एक्सटर्नल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन। ओके, तो हमारे घर में फिर बुआ को बुला लिया, इधर से मामा मामी को बुला लिया, या मम्मी पापा के उनके मम्मी के साइड के लोगों को बुला लिया, और घर में ही ये मैटर सॉल्व कर दिया, तो इट इज कॉल्ड एज इंटरनल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन। इंटरनल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन में आपको बाहर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। जब कोर्ट में चले जाओगे तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एक्सटर्नल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज। ओके, सो दिस इज जस्ट हाउ डू यू हैव टू correlate it. Internal reconstruction means what? Board of directors will change this situation. Okay, from losses they will convert it into, not directly convert into profits, but yes, they will try to reduce their losses. And how to reduce their losses, there are simple methods for this. So this is called as internal reconstruction. Got the concept, every one of you? Yes. So overview, what we are going to see it in this chapter: introduction, then meaning of reconstruction, then internal versus external reconstruction, methods of reconstruction, and last one is journal entries. Journal entries we will try to understand it in today's session. Okay, how many lectures we have for internal reconstruction? Yes, any one of you? Only 3 lectures. मतलब आज ही बहुत सारा निपटाना पड़ेगा। Yes, including this lecture, we have 3 lectures. एंड ब्रांच अकाउंट्स को कितने लेक्चर्स है, ब्रांच ही बचा है ना फिर। हार्दिक, बैच कब खत्म हो रहा है बेटा?
गुड मॉर्निंग सर। सर अभी वो क्या कहते हैं, मेरा शेड्यूल अभी दिख नहीं रहा, अपडेट नहीं हो रहा उधर। सर्वर पता नहीं, खुल नहीं रहा ठीक से।
इन्होंने कहाँ से ढूंढा 11 फेब?
सर मेरे को तो नहीं दिख रहा पोर्टल पे।
11 फरवरी, बाकी सब सेशंस हो गए रहेंगे तो 2 टाइम पे लेने को बोल देता हूँ ना फिर, मैं भी फ्री हो जाऊंगा जल्दी।
ठीक है सर।
यस, देखते हैं, मैं बोलता हूँ इंस्टीट्यूट में, सपोज 2 टाइम लेक्चर्स होते रहेंगे तो इट्स ओके। अभी सिर्फ लॉ और ये बचा है क्या हार्दिक?
यस सर, सिर्फ लॉ और अकाउंट्स बचा।
तो दोपहर का टाइम फ्री है आपको?
यस सर।
लेट्स सी, ये पढ़ो चलो, रीड।
Types of internal reconstruction. Internal reconstruction as per Companies Act 2013, and external reconstruction as per AS 14.
ओके। हम्म।
Meaning of a reconstruction. When a company has been making losses for several years, the financial position does not represent a true and a fair view of the state of affairs of the company.
हाँ, मीन्स देर आर लॉसेस फॉर सेवरल ईयर्स, देन your position is not good and you want to show it in the fair position now. हाँ.
In this situation, the assets of the company are generally overvalued, which leads to depicting higher net worth than the true picture.
Understood?
Yes,
So
sir.
there are, suppose there is a goodwill which is shown on the asset side. What is
Yes,
there, beta?
goodwill.
Goodwill. So tell me whether goodwill on the asset side, just tell me. तो goodwill asset side पे बताना. Do you think that ki, is it correct for loss making company?
No, sir.
No, it's
Goodwill is a
actually
profit.
badwill. There is no goodwill.
Yes,
So your balance sheet on the asset side unnecessary overvalued.
yes, sir.
ओके, तो ये ओवरवैल्यूड आपको देखना है,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? तो ये ध्यान में रखना, ओवरवैल्यूड। ओके भूमिका, थैंक यू। एंड सी, इन सच अ सिचुएशन we need to reconstruct, reorganize our affairs. Affairs means our business transactions. Okay, चलो आगे कंटिन्यू। क्यों आप म्यूट क्यों कर रहे हो बार बार हार्दिक? यस आदिश्री। हार्दिक बार बार बैकग्राउंड नॉइज हो रहा है। ओके, ठीक है, चलो रीड दिस बेटा, मीनिंग ऑफ रिकंस्ट्रक्शन आदिश्री।
Yes, sir. Reconstruction is a process by which affairs of a company are reorganized by revaluation of asset, writing of losses, reassessment of liabilities.
Reassessments means computation, recomputation. Revaluation of asset is important. Liabilities you are going to reassess and you are going to write off losses also. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So these are the technique of reconstruction. Now read this. Hmm.
Internal reconstruction, external reconstruction, liquidation.
Hmm.
Existing companies not liquidated. Existing companies liquidated.
Understood? In external reconstruction, whole company is taken over by another company or by other, management. So existing company liquidated.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Reduction of capital. Yes. In internal construction, reconstruction, yes, and in external reconstruction, no, there is a fresh capital.
Very good. Legal
Legal
position.
position.
So these sections are not important. It's okay. Now, yes, every one of you write on rough pages now. Methods of internal reconstruction. Method 1. Yes,
Al-
read.
Alteration of share capital. Method 2, variation of shareholders' rights. Method 3, reduction of share capital. Method 4, comprises and arrangements.
Compromise and
Comprises and
arrangement.
arrangements.
Last one.
Method 5, surrenders of share.
Chalo. So alteration, variation, reduction, compromise, surrender. 5 times you read this.
Method 1, alteration of share capital. Method 2, variation of shareholders' rights. Method 3, reduction of share capital. Method 4, compromises and arrangements. Method 5, surrenders of shares. Method 1, alteration of share capital. Method 2, variation of shareholders'
Now
rights.
don't read method 1, 2, 3, 4. Alteration, variation, reduction, compromise, and surrender. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Only first word.
Okay, sir. Alteration, variation, reduction, compromise, surrender. Alteration, variation, reduction, compromise, surrender. Alteration, variation, reduction, compromise, surrender.
Chalo.
Alteration,
Now without looking into this.
alteration of share capital,
Very good.
reduction in share capital,
Variation.
variation of shareholders'
Right.
rights,
Uh-huh.
reduction of share capital,
Hmm.
compromises and arrangements,
Hmm.
surrenders of shares.
Yes. Ajay Surya, 5 methods.
Alteration, reduction, alteration, variation, reduction, compromise, arrangement, and surrender.
Very good. Everyone is clear? Yes, Aisha, 5 methods. Yes, Aisha.
AVRCS, alteration of share capital. Second,
Hmm.
my voice is clear.
Yes, beta.
Alteration of share capital. Second, variation of shareholders' right. Third method, reduction of share capital. Fourth, compromises and arrangement. Fifth, surrenders of shares.
Yes, Abhishek.
Good morning, sir.
Headphone.
I'm audible.
Now audible.
Alteration of share capital,
Hmm.
variation of shareholder fund,
Right.
reduction of share capital,
Very good.
compromises and arrangements,
Hmm.
surrender of shares.
Very good. Okay. So, yes. Thank you, Abhishek. Chalo. Adishri, continue.
Method 1, alteration of share capital includes
Now, what is alteration? Now, see, alteration means, acha, Adishri, share capital has which balance?
share capital as credit balance.
Credit balance. Okay. Now you have now assume one lakh shares. You already have क्या हुआ है आज? 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. So what is the share capital amount?
10 lakhs.
10 lakhs. Now this 10 lakhs is not going to reduce. This 10 lakh will be as it is. This is called as alteration. But now what happens? One share Now you change the face value 100 rupees. So how many shares will be there, beta? 10,000 shares.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me in alteration whether capital amount will change
No,
or
sir.
numbers will change.
Number of shares will change.
Very good. It will not change. It will change. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
So now why you are doing alteration or vice versa? Previously you had 10,000 shares of 100 each and now you converted it into 1 lakh shares of 10 each. So ultimately your share capital amount is not going to change. So what is the entry that you are passing? Equity share capital having face value 10 to equity share capital having face value of rupees 100. So old capital 10 rupees, you cancelled it and new face value rupees 100, you converted into that. And what is going to happen? Only number of shares will get changed. You got this entry?
Yes, sir.
So either your face value reduces or your face value increases, but your total value
Will not change.
won't change. Your total value won't change. Everyone got this concept, beta? Every one of you. So in alteration, remember your share capital is not going to reduce. Your share capital overall will be same. Either there is a reduction in the face value or there is consolidation of the face value. Consolidation मतलब value बढ़ जाएगा. Okay? Read.
Subdivision and consolidation of shares, if authorized by the articles, by passing special resolution, notice to register within 30 days.
Okay.
Conversion of fully paid up shares into stock. Stock means bundle of shares.
हाँ. Stock means bundle of shares. Authorized capital may get increased, but authorized capital is only for presentation. Okay, but remember, your overall capital will not get changed. Madhvi Iyer, what you have written, beta? Telugu, Tamil, I don't understand. What do you want to write it? Okay. So, your stock means bundle of shares. And this is not going to change. Sorry, number will change, but your amount will not change. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
रश्मि is saying कि in alteration face value not changes. क्यों नहीं change होगा बेटा रश्मि? Face value will change. Overall value will not change. रश्मि जी समझ में आ रहा है कि आपको? Yes. Now variation of shareholders' rights. See, for this we do not have any journal entry. We do not have any journal entry for this. Yes.
When a company has issued different classes of shares with different rights or privileges to such shares, example, right shares has dividend, voting rights, etc. Any of such rights may be changed in any manner.
So remember, previously you are preference shareholder and you are not asked for any voting right. But now after internal reconstruction, it might happen that preference shareholders are not paid for more than 2 years. And now you decided ki we will take them in the decision making. Why? Because we have not paid them. And this is called as variation of shareholder right. And variation of shareholder right is called as variation of shareholder right is also one of the method, but we do not have any journal entry for this. समझ में आ रहा है आपको?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we do not have any journal entry for this. This is how we are only changing this variation. Means variation means what? Their voting right might get changed. Their dividend rate might get different. So this is called as variation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Third one. So for variation, we do not have any journal entry. Remember.
Yes, sir.
Reduction. Now for reduction. This is a third technique. Reduction are of two types. Change in face value and change in only paid up value. Means face value will remain as it is. For example, 1 lakh shares or 10,000 shares of rupees 100 each. So what is the total capital? 10 lakhs,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Now beta, we are reducing the face value. We are reducing the face value means number will not change. In alteration, number will change. In reduction, number will be same, but value will be different. 10,000 into 10 rupees. Now this is change in the face value we have changed. Face value we have changed. So entry will be equity share capital account debit. Equity share capital account debit. What is the face value previously?
Previously
100
100.
rupees. 10 lakhs to equity share capital face value, new face value is of rupees 10 and to capital reduction or reconstruction or reorganization 9 lakhs. Capital reduction, reconstruction or reorganization. Whatever account you have to open, this is a temporary account, is 9 lakhs. Here face value is changed from 100 to 10. But assume your face value is not changing. So equity share capital face value will be same 100. 9 lakhs to capital reduction 9 lakhs. So reduction in the face value will be 9 lakhs rupees. But reduction in the face value, your entry will be combined in three parts. Equity share capital, to equity share capital, to capital reduction. No, reduce right is not there, beta. This is not change in the voting rights. This is change in the face value means previously company's liability is 10 lakhs. Now company is saying my liability is only 1 lakh. 9 lakhs I am reducing. So it's a benefit for company. Why company is doing that and why shareholder agrees? Something is better than nothing. Remember, something is better than nothing. ये याद रखना.
Sir, if number of shares also will change, no, sir? In
No,
this,
how number of shares will get changed?
sir,
Because 1 lakh shares 100 rupees, 1 lakh shares 10 rupees. This is reduction. If number of shares are changing, it is called as alteration. Then total value will be same. See, in alteration, total value same. Number of shares change. In reduction, total value reduces. Number of shares same. Got the difference?
Okay, sir.
So alteration में what will happen? Total value
Same.
same. And what will change?
Number of shares.
Number of shares. And in reduction,
Total value will reduce and number of
and
shares
how
will
many ways to reduce it? Either change in the face value or change in the paid up value. If change in the face value, entry,
equity share capital account.
how many accounts you will open? 3 accounts,
Three
3
accounts.
lines. And in case of change in paid up value, it is simple equity
Two.
share capital to capital reduction. Over. Nothing more than that. Read.
Reduction in paid up value only. Share capital account debit. Sir, amount also.
No.
Okay, sir. To capital reduction accounts. In reduction in nominal or paid up value, capital account debit to share capital account to share capital reduction account.
Over. Easy or difficult?
Easy, sir.
Very easy. Compromise or arrangement. Creditors will do compromise. Who will do? Creditors. Read.
It's an agreement between.
Sorry. Huh.
It is an agreement between a company and its members and outsiders liability when a company faces financial problem. Such an arrangement involves sacrifices by the shareholders or creditors or debenture holders or by all.
Yes. So compromise means debenture holder will leave their debt. So debentures account debit to capital reduction in simple language. If creditors forgone their 60% of the amount, so creditors account debit to capital reduction. So capital reduction, creditors you have to reduce. Normally creditors has which balance?
The creditors are credit balance.
Credit balance. So you will give
Debit balance.
debit. And which account you will open temporary?
Capital reduction account.
Okay. And capital reduction account at the end you are transferring it to, it is your profit, no?
Yes, sir.
And if it is a profit, it is day-to-day profit or not?
No, sir.
No. So can I transfer it to P&L or capital reserve?
Capital reserve.
So this is a logic. At the end capital reduction account, you transfer it to capital reserve. Why? Because it is not our day-to-day profit, like shares forfeited.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
खत्म हो गया बेटा topic. Last part. Now surrender. First I will explain what is surrender. Now who will surrender? What do you think? Who will surrender?
The shares of.
Very good beta. Now what is surrender? Equity shareholder surrender their shares to the company, and company will give these shares to their creditors. So ultimately who is giving?
Equity shareholder.
So ultimately equity shareholders are paying to creditors. This is the diagram. So equity shareholder will surrender their shares to company, and company is giving that amount to the creditors, or shares, or might be preference shares. They will convert it, but they don't have to pay to equity shareholders. So company will tell to equity shareholder, you forgot something, you leave something, and we will pay to creditors. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the entry for this? Equity share capital. Are you increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing, sir.
So debit do.
Yes, sir.
And I will open one account, share surrender account. Which account I am going to open?
Share surrender.
Share surrender. And now my liability is not, yes, from this share surrender, I can give preference share capital. I can give equity share capital. I can give debentures to whom?
Creditors.
Creditors. So creditors will be no more. So creditors account debit to capital reduction. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So this is the entry. From share surrender, you will give some shares to creditors, debenture holders, and ultimately their balance will not remain. So you will pass entry creditors to capital reduction. Over. Chalo, read.
Equity shareholders shares are allotted to debenture holders and creditors. So liability of outsiders get reduces, so outsider liability gets reduced.
Okay. 2 बार वही हुआ है. ये चेंज कर दो. So liabilities 20 नंबर की स्लाइड पे. So liabilities of outsiders get reduced. So outsiders liability get reduced. इंटरनल में 20 नंबर सब जगह पे करो. जर्नल एंट्रीज. Yes. First entry. Surrender of shares. Now you only think.
Equity
No,
share.
beta. Buyback is different. Buyback, you are paying something in return, Aditya. In share surrender, you are not paying something. Okay, you are not paying something to shareholder. You are paying this amount to debenture holder. So buyback and share surrender are different. Okay, Aditya. Entry will be equity share capital account debit to.
Share surrender account.
Very good, beta. Second entry, tell me. Reissue of share surrender.
Share surrender account debit to prefer shares of credit.
Anything for cash. Suppose you are giving for this share surrender for cash. Then entry will be.
Yes, share surrender account debit to bank account.
No, you are paying not cash. You are receiving cash. So cash account debit
Debit.
to capital
Reduction.
reduction. And share surrender account debit to equity share capital. You are giving it to outsider beta.
Okay, sir.
The outsider is giving you cash. And why they are giving cash? Because you issued them shares. But are you issuing shares from your pocket or from old shareholders?
All shareholders.
So it is profit for me. So it is directly profit for me. So cash account debit to capital reduction. Okay.
Okay.
And share surrender account debit to equity share capital is the next entry. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, Dinesh Kumar.
Sir, I have a doubt in the surrender of shares. You said that instead of the company pays to the debenture holders and the creditors, they will get the shares from the equity shareholders and then they will pay as a share capital,
No,
right, sir?
we are not giving directly all shares to them. Suppose they
Okay.
surrender shares 100. Out of that, we have given only 70 shares and 30 shares ultimately with us. And we are not going to give any share from that. So it will be capital reduction, that 30 shares.
Okay, sir. Then what about the equity shareholders, sir?
They won't get anything. They are owners. They have surrender, and therefore this benefit we just pass on to the debenture holders.
Then for the equity shareholders, it will be a total loss, right, sir?
No, for them, for company it is a profit. No, think from the company's angle. For equity shareholder, they will be in loss, and if they don't sacrifice, your company is not going to continue.
Okay, sir.
Why they are surrendering? Otherwise, company will not be in good position. Someone has to bear that loss. No.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
and this is only
Okay,
the
sir.
reason.
Okay, sir.
Rajat Thakkar, do you have any query? Rajat bhai? रजत जी आपने हैंड रेस किया है. कोई क्वेरी है आपको? नो. चलिए तनु बोलो बेटा.
मॉर्निंग सर।
बोलिए.
सर जब इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स अपने शेयर सरेंडर कर देंगे तो फिर तब तो वो कंपनी के ओनर भी नहीं रहेंगे।
पूरे शेयर्स थोड़ी सरेंडर कर रहे हैं. 10 में से 3 सरेंडर करेंगे.
ओके सर।
पूरा थोड़ी सरेंडर करने के लिए बोला गया है. 10
ओके
शेयर्स थे,
सर।
3 दे दो. ठीक है?
सर समझ, यस सर समझ
सपोज
गई।
एक सिंपल है, तेरे पास 50 खिलौने हैं और तेरी मम्मी तुझे बोल रही है वो खिलौने में से तुम्हारे जो मेड आती है तुम्हारे इधर, उसको 3 खिलौने दे दे। थोड़ी तुम 3 खिलौने तूने दे दिए तो पूरा थोड़ी दे रही है तू, थोड़ा बहुत तो बचेगा ना, घर में से थोड़ी निकाल रहे तुझे।
यस सर।
यस, तो शेयर सरेंडर इज लाइक वी आर गिविंग part shares to the, we are surrendering it as equity shareholder, so ultimately company will be in profit. Company does not have to pay to shareholder. And why shareholder is surrendering? Because they want to do some sacrifice. Without sacrifice, nothing is going to get to the company. Your company will not be in profit, so someone has to sacrifice.
Sacrifice।
Yes,
ओके
correct.
सर। यस सर। थैंक यू सर।
Yes. चलो आदिश्री,
Sir,
tell me.
existing liability is going
Discharge
to.
of existing liability.
Sir, creditors account debit to shares.
हाँ, creditors account debit to.
Capital reductions.
Very good. Liability account debit to capital reduction. And share surrender account debit to.
Equity share capital.
Very good, beta. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Third one. Balance in share surrender where to transfer?
Sir, capital reduction.
Very good. To capital reduction. Or it might happen that you issued shares against that to equity
Okay,
share
sir.
capital.
Okay, sir.
Easy. All
Yes.
entries.
Yes, sir.
One more time. Surrender of shares.
Equity share capital account debit to share surrender account.
Capital logic. Capital we want to reduce it. So capital
Capital.
account debited. And share
And
surrender is a temporary account we
yes,
opened. Issue for cash.
sir, cash comes in, so cash account debit to equity share capital reduction account.
Cash we are not getting, we are not issuing it. We are issuing it through share surrender.
Yes,
So
sir.
cash account debit, it is our benefit. So to capital reduction.
Yes, sir.
And then capital reduction account debit, share surrender
Yes,
account
sir.
debit to
Equity
equity share
share.
capital. Same logic for debentures. Creditors to capital reduction.
Liability, you come reduce it, so liability
Share
account
surrender.
debit to capital reduction.
And share surrender, either you issue shares out of this or
Yes,
you
sir.
will not issue shares, then capital reduction.
Yes.
It is your profit. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Some journal entries. Chalo, everyone will write on paper. And otherwise you can write it on in comment section if you want. Let's check how many of you are giving correct answer. Increase in the value of asset. Yes, Adishri, what will be the entry? Do not write full capital reduction. CR you can write. CR you can write. Yes,
It
Adishri. What is the
account
entry?
debit to capital reduction.
Sanya, not revaluation reserve, beta. Asset account debit to capital reduction. Revaluation reserve, if we are following S10, it's okay. But here we are reconstructing the asset. So it is asset account debit to capital reduction. Very good, beta. Next. Disposal of unproductive asset. Unproductive asset, we sold it.
Okay. The asset capital reduction account debit to asset account. Asset will reduce, no?
You will get some cash, no?
Cash. Okay, sir.
Cash account debit, selling price or disposable price.
Wow.
Capital reduction if you are in loss. To asset book value. And to capital reduction if you are in profit. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
Disposing means something you will receive, no?
Yes, sir.
And if you are in profit, capital reduction will be credited. If you are in loss, capital reduction will be debited. Simple entry. Difficult है क्या?
No, sir.
Waiver of liability.
Reverse of liability.
Wait, सब लोग लिख रहे, wait for 10 seconds. Entry.
Capital reduction account debit to liability account.
Liability has which balance?
Sir,
Liability has which balance normally?
credit balance.
Waiver means you have to give debit or credit.
Sorry, sir, I confused my words.
Why you are getting confused? You recall the rule. Sanket sir already taught you these basics.
Sir, I was confused by the words, waiver.
Waiver means छोड़ दिया.
It's a sold.
हमने वो liability छोड़ दिया.
Liability account debit to capital reduction.
हाँ. Waiver पे पूछो ना, sir. Waiver means what?
Okay, sir.
Waiver means to leave. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Settlement of liability.
Liabilities settled when cash account debit to liabilities account.
Okay. So after settlement, your liabilities cash comes in.
Sure, sir. No, sir.
Adishri, apply logic, beta. You know everything. Why are you getting confused? Liabilities account debit book value to
Okay, sir.
cash
No.
settlement value. If profit, capital reduction is credited. If you are in loss, capital reduction will be debited.
Yes.
You're not getting these entries.
Yes, sir. I will now record.
Why cash debited, beta? Why are you not applying rules? Reduction in the paid up value. This already I taught you.
Yes, sir.
Not face value, paid up value. So 2 entries or 3 entries?
There are two entries.
Entry.
Equity share capital account debit to CR account.
Equity share capital account debit to capital reduction. Very good. Intangible assets means goodwill you write off or huge losses you write off. Reconstruction balance you utilize for that. So goodwill you write it off. You want to write off means cut down it, cancel it. Yes.
Capital reduction account debit to intangible assets or losses.
Yes, very good. Capital reduction account debit to P&L. If debit balance, now give credit to miscellaneous
sir.
expense, to goodwill. Correct?
Yes, sir.
To other assets which are overstated, जो assets ज्यादा दिखाई गई है. Next. Balance in reconstruction transferred to capital reserve. बोलिए.
Capital reduction account debit to capital reserve.
Very good. Capital reduction account debit to
Capital
capital reserve. Now this is very important. Preference dividend in arrears for last 3 years. And now we paid it. Preference dividend is in arrears. This is IMP entry. So if you are thinking that this entry is difficult one, so you can note down it. Yes, beta. Now see, preference dividend in arrears is our contingent liability. We are not showing it in the balance sheet, but we are showing it in the footnote. Where we are showing it, beta?
Footnote.
Footnote. So whether you have given any double effect in the balance sheet?
No, sir.
No. So there is no liability to cancel it, because it is only in footnote. And if you are paying it, then entry will be to cash, but there is nothing to give debit. Liability is not cancelling. So we will give capital reduction account debit to bank. Or you can issue equity shares also. And suppose if they are ready to waive 2 years dividend. Suppose you have not paid 3 years ka dividend. How many years ka dividend you have not paid?
3 years.
3 years. And they are ready to waive 2 years ka dividend. And 1 year you paid it in cash. So capital reduction account debit to cash. And what is the entry for 2 years, beta? What do you think?
Sir, CR will rise, sir.
They are ready to waive. Waive means chhod diya.
Yes, sir.
There
Preference
will be
shareholder.
no
No
entry
entry.
because there is no
Okay.
liability to cancel it. And you
Okay,
are
sir.
not paying anything. So no entry. Got the concept?
Okay, sir.
So there will be no entry. Chapter is over. Easy tha?
Yes, sir.
I will take first question of internal reconstruction. F change करो. First two questions you will do it in the exam. Sorry, in break. What exam क्यों बोला मैंने? Yes, you will do it in the break. I will take third question. See, in balance sheet you can see there is a debit balance, negative figure. Means you are in loss. Correct hai Adishri?
Yes, sir.
So this is called as hidden entry. Come to question number 14.14, page number 14.14. Hidden entry debit balance. लिखा?
Yes, sir.
Debit balance in P&L. Now you have to tell me the preference shares are to be written down to rupees 75 and equity shares of 2 each. How many preference shares are there, beta?
Sir, 4,000.
4,000. How many equity shares are there?
75,000.
4,000 into 10. You convert it to, 100. You convert it to 75, correct?
Yes, sir.
And 75,000 equity shares, no?
Yes, sir.
Of rupees 10, you convert it to 2. Note down it.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, are you reducing face value or are you reducing paid up value?
Paid up balance.
Paid up value. Now see, new share of 2 rupees is given for director. So do not tell me directly. So it means that now new share face value is rupees 2. So this is change in the face value. And how I understood it, because I read the question and in 10th adjustment I understood new share of 2 each. And therefore it is not change in the face value, it is change in the, sorry, it is not change in the paid up value, it is change in the face value.
Okay.
So what is the entry that you are going to pass? Preference share capital account debit 100 to preference share capital 75 to capital reduction. You can write over there.
Okay,
What
sir.
is the total preference share capital, beta?
4
4
lakh.
lakhs. Now, what is the new preference share capital? 4,000 into 75. Correct?
Yes, sir. 3 lakh.
3 lakhs. And what is to capital reduction?
1,50,000.
Huh?
So 1 lakh. 4 lakh. 725.
क्या कर रही हो बेटा? Note down all these entries बेटा फटाफट.
Okay, sir.
So what will be the entry beta one more time?
Preferential.
Roman 1A. There are 2 entries, no?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Preferential capital account debit
Face value
100.
to
Preferential capital base value to
face value
75.
to
To capital reduction 25.
no, not needed.
Okay, sir.
So
1 lakh.
4 lakhs, 3 lakhs,
1 lakh.
1 lakh. Now you only tell me equity share capital.
Equity share capital face value 10.
Equity share capital face value 10. I'm not going to dictate you on these questions.
Okay, sir.
Huh. How
2
much?
750,000.
Very good. 2.
Equity share capital 2.
How much?
1,50,000.
Very good. And 2.
To capital reduction 5 lakh. 6 lakh.
6 lakhs. Roman 2. Of the preference share dividend in arrears of 4 years. How many years?
4 years.
4 years. 3 years का छोड़ दिया. अच्छा, preference dividend is liability or contingent liability?
Contingent liability.
So write down over there. Contingent liability. So contingent liability is recorded in the books or it is recorded in the footnotes?
Footnotes.
Footnotes. And if you waived it, so contingent liability, if you waived it, there is no liability to cancel.
Yes, sir. No
Therefore,
entry.
no entry. And equity share of 1 each entry. What is the preference dividend rate, my dear?
Sir, did 6%.
6% on 4 lakhs. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So, to equity share capital, we are issuing 4 lakhs into 6% for how many years?
1 year.
1 year. So, what is the answer?
24,000.
Capital reduction account debit 24,000 to equity share capital 24,000. Got this entry?
Yes, sir.
And what about 3 years?
Sir, no entry, sir.
No entry because there is a contingent liability. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So no liability to cancel. Interest payable on debenture. Interest payable on debenture is in cash. So what is the entry? We
Sir,
paid it in cash.
Sir, interest on debit to cash.
Very good. Why there is hesitation to answer this? हम्म इतनी क्या डर रही हो? इजी है ना?
Yes, sir.
Now, should I give you some time
No.
to pass these 11 entries? We have completed the third entry.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I will give you break. Break में you have to do this up to 8:40 beta. You can finish it up ना?
Yes, sir.
And 5 minutes में you can do that. Means break ले लेना. और this question you have to complete.
Okay, sir.
Easy लग रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now remaining entries you have to tell me after break. Every one of you. Yes. Easy or difficult?
Easy, sir.
Amalgamation easy or this chapter is easy?
Sir, both are easy, sir.
But
Now,
more easy beta.
amalgamation, sir.
Amalgamation easy as
Yes.
compared to this.
Sir, now I am doing no, sir. It's don't know.
Just reduce. बोलो हार्दिक भाई.
सर एक छोटा सा डाउट था सर।
बोलिए.
सर चेंज इन पेड अप वैल्यू और सर चेंज इन फेस वैल्यू का डिफरेंस कैसे पता लगेगा सर?
ये लास्ट में देखने का किधर भी.
कि किस
नॉर्मली
वैल्यू?
फेस वैल्यू में ही बदलाव होता है. हाँ, नॉर्मली.
और सर वैसे तो पेड अप वैल्यू मतलब होता है ना कि फेस वैल्यू इंटैक्ट रहेगा लेकिन पूरा कैपिटल कम हो जाएगा।
हाँ,
ठीक है
पर ये चेंज इन फेस वैल्यू है.
सर। ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
चलिए. सो टेक अ ब्रेक. और ब्रेक आप मत लीजिए, मेरे लिए ब्रेक है. यू विल कंप्लीट इट. ओके.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Anyone who wants to answer? Adishri, continue, beta.
Yes, sir.
Have you written all these entries?
Yes, sir.
Have you checked it with institute material?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So read question adjustment number 4.
Yes, sir. Debenture holder agreed to take over free household property book valued at 1 lakh at the valuation of 1,20,000 in part repayment of their holdings and to provide additional cash for of 1,30,000 secured by a floating charges on company's asset at an interest rate of 8% per annum.
Okay. So tell me, what is the entry? First, you are cancelling
Freehold property. Debentures, sir.
debentures. Liability you are cancelling.
Yes, sir.
So what is the percentage debentures?
6%.
6% debentures. Of rupees?
3,25,000.
1,20,000.
Oh, yes, sir. 1,20,000.
And what you are giving to them?
Free household property.
Freehold household nahi.
So
Freehold
freehold
property.
property.
Of rupees?
1 lakh.
1 lakh. So your liability cancelled of 1,20,000 against asset of 1 lakh. So you are in profit or loss?
Profit.
Capital reduction 20,000. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And additional cash you are
That
getting for 1,30,000. So cash comes in or goes out?
sir comes in.
So cash account debit to
8 years.
liability 8% debentures. Say yes
So
or no?
again, we are issuing debentures.
Huh?
Again, we are issuing debentures only.
But of 8%.
Okay, sir. I didn't got that.
Having floating charge. Now what is floating charge, beta? Fixed charge is against fixed property, means land and building, which is not going to move. And floating charge is against stock. Understood the difference?
Yes, sir.
So आपने गिरवी क्या रखा? स्टॉक.
Okay,
और
sir.
फिक्स चार्ज में आप गिरवी क्या रखते हो? लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग.
That is it.
अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, sir.
यस. एक ही मिनट. हाँ, एक ही मिनट बेटा.
Okay.
सॉरी बेटा, चलिए बोलो आगे कंटिन्यू करो.
Yes,
Patents and goodwills to be written off.
yes, sir.
Hmm.
CR account debit, patents account, and to goodwill account.
Patents account and goodwill account. So patents कितना है बेटा? 37
That is 1,500.
and goodwill
1,30,000.
total
1,67,500.
6th.
Inventories to be written off by 65,000.
So capital
CR
reduction
account
account debit to
to inventory account.
inventory 65,000. So beta, what I am doing, I am going in numbers, number
Yes,
wise, serially.
yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Number 7.
Amount of 68,500 to be provided for bad debts. CR account debit to bad debts.
How much?
68,500.
Roman 8.
Remaining freehold property after giving to the debenture holders to be
So how much you
reevaluated.
have given?
1 lakh, sir.
1 lakh. So remaining is
3,25,000.
so 3,25,000. So freehold property to
CR.
capital reduction. How much?
1 lakh.
3,87,500. No,
Yes, sir.
minus 3,25,000. 62,500, my dear.
Yes, sir.
9th.
Investment to be sold for 1,40,000.
Investment to be sold for 1,40,000. So cash account debit
To investment account.
to investment account. What is the book value, beta?
55,000.
55,000. And so you are in profit of rupees
85,000.
85,000. Correct?
Yes, sir.
10th entry. So till now, any difficult entry?
No, sir.
4th one is IMP.
Yes, sir.
So in exam, you first refer, while doing revision, you go with 4th entry first.
Okay, sir.
5th entry, easy or difficult?
Easy, sir.
Directors to accept settlement of their loan 90%, thereof by allotment of equity shares, 5% in cash and 5% waived off. So total directors loan
1 lakh, sir.
1 lakh. Out of that equity shares
90,000.
90,000. Very good. Cash
5,000 and 5,000 waived.
directors loan 1 lakh.
To equity share capital 90,000. To cash 5,000. To CR 5,000.
Capital commitment of 2,50,000. Now capital commitment is a contingent liability beta.
Okay, sir.
ये एंट्री नहीं आया ना आपको?
No, sir.
Capital commitment is contingent liability. So contingent liability, you are writing it in the footnote and
Yes,
you are cancelling it. So whether you are paying it 5% as a penalty. So tell me, are you going to record contingent liability in the books?
no, sir.
No. So we are going to record only 5% of the contract price.
Okay, sir.
Yes. And this is also IMP, a Roman 2 adjustment.
Yes.
Okay. So we will pass entry only 2,50,000 into 5%.
Okay, sir.
12,000.
500.
So capital reduction to cash.
Yes.
12,500 only for penalty. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Hidden entry
P&L CR account debit to P&L account.
Okay. Capital reduction account debit to P&L. What is the loss?
Sir,
5 lakh 35,000.
5,000.
Have you written all these entries?
Yes, sir.
Which is wrong entry?
Fourth one and 12th.
You got wrong.
Yes, sir.
12th?
Bank again debenture issue, so that one I got wrong.
Okay. Now you understood that entries also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me what is the balance in capital reduction? 1 lakh. बोल हाँ
Sir, 1 lakh. 1 lakh.
एक ही मिनट हाँ बेटा एक ही मिनट
Okay, sir.
So capital reduction account 1 lakh credit, correct?
Yes, sir.
So 100 plus 600
7.
minus 24, no?
Yes, sir.
Then
Plus 20.
plus
20.
voice
20.
20.
Yes, sir.
Then
Minus 1 lakh 6. 160.
167.5.
Yes, sir.
Then
68,500 minus.
and what about 65?
Oh, sorry, sir.
Minus 65 minus 68.5. Then
Plus 62,500.
plus 62.5
Yes, sir.
plus
85.
plus
5.
minus
12.5. Oh, 120.
12.5 and minus 535.
Yes, sir.
Balance
0, sir.
0. Yes, you're correct. So we are getting 0 balance. So nothing to transfer to capital reserve, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will update the balance sheet. Preference share capital, debit. So what I will do in balance sheet?
Okay. At less.
Preference share capital
Yes, sir.
and 75 rupees add 3 lakhs. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Bolo.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Equity share capital, sir.
Minus 7,50,000
Yes, sir.
and rupees 2 face value 1 lakh.
50,000.
Kuta 1 lakh.
50,000.
Okay. 1,50,000.
Yes, sir.
Then equity share capital. Again 24,000.
Yes, sir.
Interest payable minus 22,500 and
Yes,
from
sir.
cash minus 24,000, correct?
Yes, sir.
6% debentures
Minus, sir.
minus 1,20,000, correct?
Yes, sir.
Freehold property minus 1 lakh. We already written.
Yes, sir.
cash comes in. So cash plus 1,30,000.
Yes, sir.
And we will write new 8% debentures 1,30,000. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
So ये भी हो गया. Patents
Minus.
minus 37,500. Goodwill minus 1,30,000. Then inventory
Inventory, sir. Minus.
minus 65,000. Provision for doubtful dates minus trade receivable में से minus 68,500.
Yes, sir.
Freehold property plus 62,500.
62.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Cash plus 1,40,000.
Yes, sir.
Investment minus
London.
how much? 55,000. You have not written entries or what?
Return, sir.
Then why are you not answering? Director loan.
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Sir, equity share capital 40.
What about director loan?
Sir, minus, sir.
Ah, so first tell me director loan. No, minus 1 lakh.
Lakh.
Equity share capital
Plus 90,000.
plus 90,000. Cash
Plus 5,000.
plus
Minus, sir.
minus 5,000. Then two cash 12,500.
Yes, sir.
Ah. Plus or minus?
Sir, two cash minus, sir.
Minus 12,500. And P&L
Minus.
plus 5,35,000. It's already minus, no?
Okay, sir.
So balance will be 0. Chalo, tell me equity share capital balance now.
Two lakh for 64,000.
2,64,000. And preference share capital?
3 lakhs.
So total?
5,64,000.
So 5,64,000 share capital. Debentures.
Sir, 1,13,000.
Eh? 2,55,000 plus 1,30,000.
Okay.
3,85,000. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Other current liability 0.
Yes, sir.
Freehold property
3,87,500.
and plant as it is
Yes, sir.
437,500. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Trade payable as it is, no? Yeah. Other current liability 0.
Yes,
Property,
sir.
plant and equipment is
4
437,500.
intangible.
Intangible assets 0
Yes, sir.
and investment at cost 0. Trade payable as it is.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Short term. So see, bank OD you can write it up against cash balance if you want.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So 130, 140 minus 5 minus 12.5 minus 24. So what is the cash balance you have? 2,28,500. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
And what is the OD you have?
1,97,500.
1 lakh.
95,000.
So it will be
35,000.
0. So 33,500, no?
Yes, sir.
37, how?
33,500, sir.
Is a cash balance.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So you can, otherwise you can keep OD and bank separately also.
Okay,
But
sir.
normally it's better to take set off.
Okay, sir.
Inventory,
3,60,000.
3,60,000. And trade receivable,
4,16,500.
plus 360 plus 33.5 plus 437.5. What is the total of balance sheet? 12 lakh.
47,500.
And liability side, 564 minus 385. Why difference, beta? Where I got the wrong answer? Check karo.
Sir, other current liabilities 1,22,500 not written, sir.
We deducted it, no? It
Okay,
becomes
sir.
0.
Okay, sir.
Let's check it where I got the wrong. Share capital 564 correct. 385 correct. 300 correct. 437 500 correct. Cash balance I am getting wrong. 228 500. Sorry, 130 plus 140 minus 5 minus 12.5 minus 24. Cash balance we made a mistake.
33,500, sir.
Let's check the cash balance. हार्दिक किधर गलती हुआ है? रेज योर हैंड. किधर गलती हुआ?
सर आपने इंटरेस्ट गलत रिकॉर्ड करे सर, वो 22,500 है.
और मैंने कितना रिकॉर्ड किया?
24,000.
ओ हो.
अब मैच हो जाएगा सर.
अभी मैच हो जाएगा.
यस सर.
इंटरेस्ट गलत रिकॉर्ड किया.
यस सर.
पहले ही बोलना था ना हार्दिक.
सर मैंने चैट में लिखा सर, आपने नहीं देखा.
2,30,000. आदिश्री भाई, और 37.5 plus 35 plus 360 plus 416.5. 12,49,000. Tallying?
यस सर.
Same figure here. Yes, 12,49,000. Adishri, we wrote interest wrong.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Easy question, beta Adishri.
Yes, sir.
Now you can do it by your own.
सर
बोलो हार्दिक.
सर एक स्मॉल डाउट है सर. सर सरेंडर जब हम करते हैं सर, और हम लाइक कैश के ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ कैश, वो केस 1 सर, उसमें सर जब हम सरेंडर करेंगे तो सर जो कैश आएगा वो कैपिटल रिडक्शन में आ जाएगा. तो सर वो जो
बराबर.
न्यू न्यू शेयर्स हैं वो सर कैसे इशू हो रहे हैं? क्योंकि हमने तो कैश के मतलब
वो आउट
कैश.
ऑफ शेयर सरेंडर बताए जाते हैं. We are not issuing it. Share surrender is issuing it.
अच्छा, लेकिन वो कैश हमको इसलिए
Ultimately,
मिल
you
रहा है ना.
pass entry cash to share capital and share surrender to capital reduction is दोनों same ही है. But more correct way, cash account debit to capital reduction and share surrender account debit to equity share capital.
सर जो हमको कैश मिल रहा है वो ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ शेयर कैपिटल है, जो हम नए इशू कर रहे हैं उनको.
हाँ.
ठीक है सर, बस यही चीज पूछना था. ठीक है सर, थैंक यू सर.
We'll do one more question. Today बहुत सारा होमवर्क है. बहुत सारा होमवर्क. Today I will take it up to 8:40, 9:45. अच्छा, हार्दिक, Adishri, you want 10 minutes to solve this question? So I will take batch up to 9:45. but we will finish it off. Yeah, directly I will answer you. All of
Sir.
you better write it in comment section. You need time. Yes,
Yes,
Hardik is writing time, sir.
yes,
Or
sir.
should I tell you directly? Nayan बोल रहा है directly, sir. रश्मि yes sir लिख रही है. Time 10 मिनट दूंगा maximum. 10 to 12 minutes. Everyone is saying सानिया भी बोल रही है. नयन सिर्फ बोल रहा है directly. Other students please give comments. नितिन बोल रहा है yes. टाइम चाहिए. टाइम. साक्षी टाइम. कसक भी बोल रहा है टाइम. चलो सॉल्व फिर. You have 12 minutes. बट मनीष जी मैं 9:45 तक लूंगा. इनको टाइम दे रहा हूं मैं. मनीष ठीक है. चलो स्टार्ट बेटा. Your time starts now. And everyone will do. Next question only. मनीष लेक्चर हमारा 9:45 तक होगा क्योंकि आज स्टूडेंट्स को टाइम भी देना था सॉल्व करने। हाँ, तो अभी वो आंसर डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट। आदित्य सिन्हा, अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ। इज इट डिफिकल्ट और इजी बेटा?
Sir, the entry are easy.
इजी, लेट्स चेक इट।
Sir, the F1 I didn't understand.
हाँ,
Sir, the last one, the F
यस, आई
point
विल
I.
हेल्प यू आउट, डोंट वरी, हेल्प कर दूंगा मैं, कोई टेंशन मत लीजिए, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
चलो, बोलिए। The equity shareholders have agreed that their 50 shares should be reduced to 2.5 by cancellation of 47.5. How many equity shares are there, beta?
The 15,000.
So tell me, 15,000 of rupees,
50.
and you are converting into
2.5.
2.5. So what is the entry?
The equity share capital account of face value 50
Face value 50.
to equity share capital account face value 2.5
Very good.
to capital reduction account.
Amount?
Sir, equity share capital account of face value 50 is called 7,50,000
Hmm.
to equity share capital account of 2.5 is 37,500
Hmm.
and to capital reduction account 7,12,500.
Yes. Very good. Next entry.
Preference
3 new equity shares for every equity shares. So how many shares they are subscribing?
45,000.
45,000 shares into 2.5. 1,12,500.
Yes, sir.
So bank account debit to?
Equity share capital account.
Very good. So bank account debit to equity share capital. Everyone? If any difficulty in any entry, you can raise your hand. So see, you can see here. See, we pass these 2 entries, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next. The preference shareholders have agreed to cancel the arrears of dividend. How much is dividend in arrears? Is given in the question or not? So it's a contingent liability, na beta?
Yes, sir.
Contingent liability cancelled. If there is contingent liability, where it is given for 5 years, is given in the question. Preference dividend is in arrears for 5 years. So this is your only contingent liability. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
For cancellation of contingent liability, there is no
Entry.
entry. But now capital reduction account will be debited. They accept rupees 50 each share, 4 new 5% preference shares of 10 each, and 6 new equity shares of 2.5 each. Yes. So what is preference share capital?
The 6 lakh thing
12,000
of 7% cumulative 50.
50. Now you are converting into
10.
4 into 12,000 into 10 plus
6
6
equity.
into 12,000 into
2.5.
2.5. You are getting this concept?
Yes, sir.
So you are cancelling your 6 lakhs against 4,80,000 plus 1,80,000. So 6,60,000. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So 7% preference share capital account debit, 6 lakhs. You can give debit capital reduction or reconstruction, both are same, 60,000. 2 preference share capital and 2 equity share capital. You got the same answer or you got the different answer?
Sir, I got the difference. I didn't calculate that. I didn't pass that entry, the 7% preference share capital account into 50.
You got your mistake?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 12,000 into 50, you got converted into 4 into 12,000 into 10, 6 into 12,000 into 2.5. Have you written this?
Yes, sir.
And contingent liability cancellation, no entry.
Yes, sir.
So second one is IMP or difficult? Easy.
So it was IMP.
Okay. ठीक है. Next. Lenders of the company 1,50,000 have agreed to convert their loan into shares. 12,000 new preference shares. So this is 1,20,000 plus 12,000 into
Equity
2.5.
share, 30,000.
30,000. So lenders of the company means loan account debit.
The to
Two
preference share
preferential
capital
capital
and to
1,20,000 and
to
two equity
equity
share
share
capital
capital 30,000.
30,000. Easy entry.
Yes, sir.
Should I write IMP or easy?
Sir, it easy.
The directors have agreed to subscribe in cash for 40,000 new equity shares of 2.5. In addition to shares already issued by them under A above. Okay. So this is additional entry. So bank account debit to share capital
Account 1 lakh.
1 lakh. Easy entry.
Yes, sir.
Next entry.
सर वहाँ उसमें हम लोग कैश अकाउंट कर सकते हैं?
बैंक कैश कुछ भी चलेगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. वो कैश और बैंक फर्क नहीं पड़ता बिकॉज बोथ आर इन कैश एंड कैश इक्विवेलेंट. नॉर्मली बैंक से लेना पड़ता है
ठीक.
more than 20,000. Okay.
Yes, sir.
2 lakhs is used to reduce the loan. So liability कम करेंगे. So loan account debit to bank
cash
account
account.
2 lakhs.
Yes, sir.
Correct. E also easy. What is the hidden balance? If nothing is given, then also you have to pass this entry. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
P&L डेबिट बैलेंस है तो उसको करेंगे क्रेडिट और किसको देंगे डेबिट?
Capital
कैपिटल
reduction.
रिडक्शन. एंड प्लांट भी 35,000 से रिड्यूस करना है तो टू प्लांट. सो कैपिटल रिडक्शन अकाउंट डेबिट टू
Plant account.
P&L and to plant. Correct. And the balance remaining is balance in which account? Capital reduction account. Is used to write down trademarks and goodwill. What is trademark value and goodwill value? 3,18,000. 3 lakh.
18,000.
Okay. So let's check it. Tell me what is the balance in reconstruction? Take on calci. Pele. How much?
7,12,500.
712.5. Then debit. Debit to minus या plus?
Minus
Minus how much?
60,000.
60. Take only 2 digits, no? Don't take all digits. Next. C entry में है क्या capital reduction?
No, sir.
D.
No, sir.
E.
No, sir.
Then
F.
plus or minus?
Sir, minus
486. Next. So what is the balance?
1,66,500.
Yes. To trademark and goodwill. Understood?
Yes, sir.
कितना यूज किया? 166.
500.
बस खत्म. कैपिटल रिडक्शन अकाउंट ओवर. बैलेंस जीरो. नो.
Yes, sir.
हाँ. This is the nominal value. So this is a share capital 650. Now update your balance sheet. चलो स्टार्ट से. इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल डेबिट 7,50,000. क्या करूं?
Add.
ऐड.
Sir, debit.
कैपिटल को
Sir,
कौन सा बैलेंस होता है?
sir, liability का credit balance.
तो फिर आप
तो
ऐड क्या बोल रहे हो बेटा डेबिट को?
sorry, sir.
7,50,000 माइनस न्यू रुपीज 2.5. सॉरी.
2.5.
हाँ. कितना ऐड करूं?
30,000.
हाँ.
50.
रीड नो बेटा.
37.
इधर देखो
37.
प्लीज. इधर देखो. इधर इधर सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है. अभी अभी यू चेक फ्रॉम हियर.
Okay,
हाँ.
sir.
डोंट रेफर योर नोटबुक नाउ. हाँ. 37,500. कैपिटल रिडक्शन ऑलरेडी क्लोज. बैंक
Yes,
अकाउंट
sir.
क्या करूं?
Sir, add.
एड इन. एक अकाउंट नया
Cash.
खोलना पड़ेगा. बैंक.
Cash.
हाउ हाउ
1
मच?
lakh. 1,12,500.
1,12,500. नेक्स्ट. इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल.
ये सर ऐड होगा.
क्रेडिट क्रेडिट ऐड. नेक्स्ट. प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल डेबिट 6 lakhs.
सर माइनस.
रिकंस्ट्रक्शन अकाउंट
सर इसको हम लोग ने कर दिया.
निकाल
एडजस्टेड.
दिए. 5% प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल.
सर क्रेडिट बैलेंस ऐड.
बट ₹10.
यस सर.
हाउ मच?
4,80,000.
And what about 1,80,000?
So it should be added to capital equity share capital account.
You are adding it on question?
No sir, I'm just noting it down.
Why you are not showing in balance sheet? आपकी बैलेंस शीट भी अपडेट करो ना बेटा. क्वेश्चन नहीं है क्या आपके पास?
सर है सर बुक्स.
करो ना बेटा. फिर मैं जैसे कर रहा हूँ वो भी करो आप. इधर रेफर करो उधर अपडेट करो. नहीं तो कैसे टैली होगा? रुकू क्या? देखो बैंक में लिख दिया 112,500. 2.5 ये इतना ही हुआ है अभी तक. यू ऑल्सो अपडेट.
यस सर.
सब साइमल्टेनियसली आपने भी करना चाहिए. लिखो यहां से लिखो. अभी आपकी नोटबुक मत देखो. बोलो आगे. हुआ क्या?
यस सर. प्रेफरेंस
चलो अभी करो मेरे साथ अपडेट. हाँ. लोन अकाउंट टू 5% प्रेफरेंशियल कैपिटल.
सर लोन अकाउंट माइनस.
हाउ मच?
1,50,000.
1,50,000. प्रेफरेंशियल कैपिटल
The preference or capital credit balance add.
ऐड. $20,000. एंड इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल
So it will be added.
एडेड 30,000. ये भी हो गया. बैंक अकाउंट टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल.
The bank account will be added.
1 lakh. एंड इक्विटी
share
शेयर कैपिटल
Add 1 lakh.
Loan to bank.
The loan account trade balance add.
Huh?
Saying loan debit. Sorry, sir. It will be subtracted, sir.
2 lakhs minus. And bank?
Sir, add. maybe minus.
ऐड कर रहे हो यार कुछ
अच्छा,
मुझे समझ में
sorry.
नहीं आता सब अच्छे से आता रहता है बैंक को डेबिट बैलेंस होता है इधर क्रेडिट किया है
The subtract.
व्हाई आर यू नॉट फोकसिंग डेबिट बैलेंस 0 हो जाएगा ये प्लांट टू प्लांट
Sir, subtract, add, minus.
subtract add minus
No,
finally
sir, subtract, sir, subtract. Credit balance.
minus 35,000 सब कुछ आता है बट नो यू डोंट वांट टू फोकस हाँ कैपिटल रिडक्शन टू ट्रेडमार्क एंड गुडविल
Sir, it has been treated, sir. Capital reduction.
हाँ क्या करूं
सर उसको कुछ नहीं करेंगे, ट्रेडमार्क और गुडविल को माइनस कर देंगे.
करेक्ट नाउ टेल मी बैलेंस इन इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल
सर 10,60,000.
हाउ टेक ऑन कैल्सी क्या क्या लिया
37,500.
37.5 112.5 180 30 100 how much
460 आ रहा मेरा.
you are taking it on orally
नो सर, ऑन कैलसी सर.
Calci where?
37,500 plus 1125 is 30,000. Sir, 4,60,000.
preference share capital
6 lakh.
total
10 lakh. 60,000.
next loan
570. Sir,
whatever amount you are getting you can tell me if it is wrong I will tell you
sir, 223 lakh. 2,23,000.
why are you taking so much time to do calculation what is plant balance
82.
82
Sir, 2
How?
lakh 68. 68,000 minus 2 lakh 33,000. That right?
plus building have you written 633
Yes, sir.
last trademark
300. 151500. Sir, 151500.
other figures trade payable as it is
Yes, sir.
other current liability as it is Inventory as it is,
Yes, sir.
trade receivable as it is,
Yes, sir.
and bank balance.
One more. So 212500.
What?
So bank balance.
How?
So 1,12,500 plus 1 lakh minus 2 lakh. Oh, 12,500.
Beta, I don't think you will complete your paper. You're taking lot of time to finish it. At least take assets ka total fatafat. I have done with assets total. You're taking all digits on Kelsey.
Yes, sir.
That is the biggest mistake. You will never complete your paper. So take only 633, 151.5 plus 400 plus 328 plus 12.5. Why you have to take all digits?
17 lakh 40,000.
Wrong.
इधर साइड का लेना था.
Cash balance is 2 lakh, not 2 lakh, 12,500.
Sir, how do we take that 1515 in 3 digit?
151, 500.
Yes, sir.
151.5. That's why you have to give comma. If you are not giving comma, it means you are not doing your calculation fast. You have to give commas every time. See, whenever I'm writing, I always give commas. You can see over there. क्या प्रॉब्लम है आदित्य पता है? आप कॉमन नहीं देते हो ना, वहां पे ही मिस्टेक है पूरा.
ओके सर.
वो आदत डालो, मतलब वो अपने को बदलनी पड़ेगी. अपनी आदत हमेशा कॉमा देने की आदत रखो. मैं कभी विदाउट कॉमा लिखता नहीं हूं. एंड दैट्स व्हाई यू आर टेकिंग सो लॉन्ग टाइम, यू नो.
यस सर.
अब एटलीस्ट फॉलो इट फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम.
ओके सर.
कितना आ रहा है, क्या नहीं आ रहा है?
नो सर, 15,25,000.
रिजर्व सरप्लस 0. इतना टाइम में बेटा मेरा पेपर 2 बार हो गया है. टैलिंग और नॉट?
यस सर, टैली.
15,25,000. Aditya, focus is not 100%. You are answering 70% correctly, 30% I don't know. Why are you adding? You are saying add instead of subtract. You are saying subtract when it is adding. You are not using commas. Though I have not seen your paper, I can tell you where are you going wrong. तो ये आप लोग थोड़ा सा खुद से कीजिए. ना आप कॉमा दे रहे हो, ना यू आर राइटिंग इट ऑन द क्वेश्चन, नॉर यू आर नॉट 100% एनर्जेटिक कि मुझे फटाफट करना है. आराम से चल रहा है, चलने दो. ये एटीट्यूड नहीं काम करेगा. ठीक है?
यस सर.
सो आज जो चीजें बताइए, और सबसे बड़ी गलती कॉमा ना लिखना. ओके?
यस सर.
चलो. हाँ हार्दिक, बोलो बेटा.
सर इस
Yes.
वाले में मेरे को सर फोर्थ एडजस्टमेंट में डाउट है सर. सर उन लोगों ने लिखा है सर डायरेक्टर हैव एग्रीड टू सब्सक्राइब इन कैश फॉर 40,000. तो सर कैश उन्होंने 40,000 दिया और उसके उसके बदले में उनको इक्विटी शेयर मिला.
कौन डायरेक्टर?
सर फोर्थ वाला एडजस्टमेंट सर.
हाँ.
सर द डायरेक्टर्स हैव एग्रीड टू सब्सक्राइब इन कैश फॉर 40,000. कॉमा इन
और
इक्विटी शेयर्स।
तो
सर वो कैश लाए 40,000 और उसके बदले में उनको इक्विटी शेयर मिला। यहाँ पे
40,000 रुपीज नहीं है, पहले नंबर्स होता है वो, रुपीज दिया देता नहीं तो इन्होंने।
सर शायद वो फॉर नहीं होना चाहिए था, फॉर और कॉमा। अच्छा सर, तो अगर रुपीज
ऐसा
वो,
ही लिखा जाता है, रुपीज लिखा रहता तो 40,000।
ठीक है सर,
If nothing is mentioned, then 40,000 is numbers.
नंबर्स ठीक है सर, ओके।
Yes. Any other difficulty? Should I give you homework? Homework is, we have only 3 sessions, no? कितने होमवर्क होंगे आदित्य? मतलब एक रीजनेबल होमवर्क बताइए। 3 क्वेश्चंस।
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, फेयर यू कैन डू आफ्टरवर्ड्स। आज अभी कौन सा हुआ?
The question number 3 and 4.
हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस आर देयर? Do one thing, do not fear it. 5, 6, 7, 8 you try by your own. 2 घंटे का होमवर्क देता हूं, 2 hours. Okay, all of you. 5, 6, 7, 8 we'll discuss it tomorrow. You write in your own answer, better notebook में लिखो, not in fair. And do one thing, if you are not sure, then only check with ICAI study mat. Otherwise, and wherever you are going wrong, you can write IMP over there. Okay, and if silly mistake, don't write IMP. Screenshots beta tomorrow I will give. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8 is your homework. Tomorrow we'll discuss it in the class. Tomorrow I won't start with revision part. I will take directly because we have less time. 3 days only for internal reconstruction. So tomorrow sharp 7 o'clock you have to start with question number 5. Okay, and screenshots I will give it tomorrow. All screenshots. आज आपको यही करना है, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only in rough book. Yes बेटा, only in rough book. चलो, आज मैंने ज्यादा टाइम लिया बिकॉज बीच में आपको 10 मिनट का सॉल्विंग दिया था, सो वी फिनिश्ड इट ऑफ। तो कल हम लोग वापस से करेंगे। चलो, थैंक यू, टेक केयर, बाय बाय।
Thank you, sir.
यस, डन डन। गुड डे।